Minnesota Twins take on the Toronto Blue Jays.
You remember me telling you about my brother-in-law?
Oh, yeah, that guy who borrowed all that money never gave it back.
Oh, yeah, that guy is such a loser.
Yeah.
You know, every time I go over to their house, I go in a room, he gets up and he leaves.
Weirdo.
I go into another room, he gets up and he leaves.
Oh, he's guilty because he feels guilty he hasn't paid you back, Jimmy. He's avoiding you.
He's either in the bedroom reading, or he's down in the basement exercising, and he's so overweight I know he's not exercising.
Make any sense.
And I think basically he's trying to get away from me.
Does he have an apartment? Does he live anywhere, or does he just stay at your place?
No, he's my brother-in-law. He lives over with my sister.
Oh, your brother-in-law.
Tim, I'm talking about my brother-in-law. You don't listen to me. Just like my brother-in-law.
Hello again, everyone. Tim Kitzer, along with my partner, Jimmy Shorts. And Jimmy, this game should be a dandy. So grab a beverage and get ready for fun. It's time to play ball. And here comes the top of the order in the first. Stewart gets ready. Hit in the air to right field. And Moore puts it away.
A base hit here will make his teammates so happy.
1 out. Bases are empty. Line foul. Radke, and here's the windup. Catalanato takes a cold strike, 0-2.
Any day, come on, please.
And he got caught looking.
Boy, this pitcher is going to be so good in a few years. He's getting better every year.
2 outs, nobody on base. Ground smash toward the hole. The play at first. He is safe. 2 outs, 1 on.
Number 17, Josh Belvis.
And the runner goes. Line smash into left field. And that's lined over the first baseman. Delgado rounding second. And Phelps has himself a single. 2 outs, runners at the corners. Releases, sends up a drive to right field. Just slicing foul. Radke now breaks for second. Hit in the air to left. And he puts it away. And that ends the frame. After a half inning of play, we are tied at 0. Tonight on Newsbreakers following the game, the city pothole scandal grows bigger. The cover-up surrounding funds that were supposed to cover up potholes have disappeared. Or have they? You'll be shocked to find out what we found out in this shocking report. And here comes the batter to lead things off this inning. Good eye on the pitch inside. Good control there as he lays off a pitch out of the zone. Hit sharply, but foul. Fly ball left field. Jones rounding first. Jones rounding second. The throw to third. And he beats the throw. No outs, man on third.
Christian Guzman.
He takes off, and he lifts the this one to right field. Fires to third, and he is out, and they turn the double play.
Man, I'd like to see more triple plays. They should work on that more. That wasn't a bad double play, though.
There are 2 out. Base is empty. Sends up a drive left field. And Stewart puts it away to retire the side. And that'll retire the side. After 1 inning of play, we are scoreless. And tonight, following the game, on Crime Scene Witness Stories, an eyewitness tells the story of witnessing a witness disappearance in a witness relocation program gone bad. It's sure to excite you. And here's the batter to lead things off. Wells digs in. Radke with the windup. Gets under it, right field. Moore fields it on the bounce. And he is out at first. One out, nobody on base. And he rubs one over the first baseman. And it's off the wall. Fields this one on the bounce. And Woodward is on with a single. 1 out, man on first. Wilson stares down the pitcher. Radke, the windup, and that's line foul. Fires, hit sharply to the shortstop, and Guzman makes the grab. 2 outs, 1 on. And the runner goes. And Mankiewicz pulls it down. And that'll retire the side. At the middle of 2, we are tied at 0. Tonight at 10 on Newsbreakers, we uncover sexy secrets of the stars. You'll be shocked to see what we found.
No, I seriously doubt it.
And here comes the batter to the plate to lead off the inning. Hunter gets ready. Hunter takes a cold strike. The count is 0-1. Notice how he holds his hands right up next to his ears. Jimmy, he should bring them down a little closer to his body.
You ever eat pig ears, Tim?
My dad used to fry up a couple of pig's ears in the morning and put an egg between them called a pig sandwich.
I bet he's thinking base hit right here, Tim.
1 out. Bases are empty. Got under that one to left field. And Stewart reels it in.
A base hit would be a good start.
2 outs, nobody on base. Moore looking for a pitch he can drive. Hit hard, second base. And he'll make the play. And that'll do it for this inning. After 2 innings, we are scoreless. Tonight on Newsbreakers, what you don't know about your toothbrush can't hurt you. Or can it? What we found may shock you. Or will it?
Well, you know they say that the mouth is the filthiest part of the human body.
And here comes the first batter to lead off the inning. Stewart steps in. Radke winds up. Fly ball, center field. He makes the grab. 1 out, nobody on base. Hit hard on the ground to the hole. Koski picks it up. There are 2 outs. Base is empty. Line foul.
He needs faster hands and a lighter bat.
Look out, he had a home run cut there. Big swing.
Big swing, big miss, big deal. I'm gonna go get me a big hot dog.
And he doesn't bite on that pitch inside. Not an easy pitch to lay off. He's really developing some patience now. Sends a blast right field. And Moore pulls it in. And that'll do it for this half inning. Going to the bottom of the third, we are scoreless. And don't forget, it's Western Week at WBNT. Stay tuned after the game for the network premiere of Big Rough Saddle Riders. It's an action-packed ride.
Speaking of action-packed rides, can you excuse me for a little bit, Timmy?
Where you going, partner?
I'll be right back.
Cudyer steps in. And he doesn't take the bait on that one. And he showed great control holding off on that one. Sends a blast left field. Stewart will field it on the bounce. Safe at first. And Cudyer reaches base safely. No outs, man on first. Krasinski digs in. Sturts, though, takes off. Drives one to right field. Catalanato plays it off the bounce. And he is safe at first. No outs, runners on first and second. Delivers. Sends up a drive, and that ball goes foul. And now the pitch. Rivas takes a called strike. He's in the hole 0-2.
I think he just forgot to swing there. It's like, hey, I guess I should have swung, huh?
And he looks at a called strike 3.
He just got mowed down like a weed. As long as you give it your best shot, don't worry about it.
Hit sharply into right center. Cudyer rounds third. The Twins go up on top. And Jones reaches third base safely. There are 2 outs, but they've got a man on third. Guzman steps into the batter's box. And that ball hit him. Minkiewicz, 0 for 1 thus far. Flied out his last at bat. 2 outs, runners at the corners. Minkiewicz takes a called strike. Now the windup. Minkiewicz takes a strike. The count is 0-2. And that's line foul.
Yeah, he should choke up on himself a little.
Pitch on the way. And he looks at one inside.
Their hitting coach gives these guys a buck for every ball they take. That's good incentive to draw the walk.
Sturts. And here's the windup. Drives one to center field. And Wells catches it for the final out. And that ends the inning. At the end of 3, Minnesota leads by 1. Stay tuned for From Left Field immediately following the game. Then it's the season premiere of that powerful new drama, Mason's River Crossing. And here comes the batter to lead things off this inning. Phelps stands in. The pitch gets under it to left field, and he puts it away. One out, nobody on base. It's sharply, but foul. Radke with the windup. And he laces one over the shortstop. Jones fields it off the mound. Throws to first, and Hinsky is on first with a single. One out, man on first. There's a shot at first base, and he'll make the play.
How about this infield? Man, you gotta love that defense.
As we go to the middle of the fourth, the Twins lead by 1. Tonight on an all-new Buddies, Brock McCoy, star of The Weather Guy, guest stars in a very special episode of Buddies. You won't want to miss it. It's sure to be action-packed. And here comes the first batter to lead off the inning. Fly ball right field. And Catalanato makes the catch. One out, nobody on base. Sturts, the windup. And he ropes one over the shortstop. And he pulls it down. Moore, nothing doing today. Flied out his last at bat. There are 2 outs. Base is empty. Looking for a good pitch. Hit hard right side. The play at first. He's in there safely. 2 outs, a man on base. Goodyear stands in. Hit in the air to center field. And Wells pulls it in to end the frame. At the end of 4, the Twins lead by 1. Tonight at 10 on Newsbreakers, giant Mexican squirrels. How big are they? Are they crossing the border? And how safe are your children? And here comes the batter to the plate to lead off the inning. And he scorches one over the first baseman's head. Moore, and he can make the catch. Fires to second. Wilson, 0 for 1 to this point. No outs, runner at second. Radke looks in. That one hit him. Oh, boy. Oh, that is no fun at all. No outs, men on first and second. Bordick takes a called strike. 0-1's the count.
He should have swung at that one. That was a meatball.
And he was swinging for the fences, but came up empty.
You know, you ought to just keep swinging harder and harder. Just swing as hard as he can. That'd intimidate the pitcher, Tim.
Hit hard right side. Woodward now rounding third. Stewart, 0 for 2 on the day. Flied out his last at bat. No outs, bases are jammed. The move to third, and the runner gets back in. And here comes, he takes off. The play at home, and he is tagged out. the pitch in close.
He didn't even flinch there. Well, I'll tell you, this booth stinks, Tim.
Hit sharply second base, and he puts it away.
And with flawless execution, they turn the double play.
With the bottom of the inning coming up, the Twins lead by 1. Tonight on Newsbreakers, why Johnny can't read. Maybe it's because Johnny's teacher doesn't know Jack. Are your kids' teachers qualified to teach? What we found out will disturb you. Krasinski, and he is 1 for 1 today. Singled last time up.
In lacrosse, you get hit like every couple of minutes. Oh, that's a tough sport.
No outs and a man on. Rivas gets ready. Rivas takes a strike, 0-1.
He just didn't like that pitch, Tim. I don't blame him. That was garbage.
Rivas takes a cold strike. No outs, man on first. Line smash, second base. Krasinski rounding second. Now rounding third. The play at home. And Jones heads into third with a triple.
You know, right now would be a good time for a double.
Just 1 out and a runner at third base. Guzman digs in. The pickoff to third, and he's back safely. The throw to third, and he didn't get him. He takes off. He is out of there. Sturts winds up. Got under that, and he makes the diving grab. What a play! And that'll do it for the bottom half of the inning. After the bottom half of the inning, Minnesota. Tonight on Practical Reality and Mishaps, TV funny man Ed Walston mistakenly jokes with his waiter. And here's the batter to lead things off. And that's line foul. Gets under it, center field. And Hunter makes the grab. One out. Bases are empty. Delgado stares down the pitcher. Sends a rocket to the alley and left. Jones, and he can't make the play. Delgado heading for second. Guns it to second, and he beats the throw. 1 out, and they've got a man on second. Phelps gets ready. The pitch. Hit hard into left field. Delgado rounds third. The Blue Jays tie the game. And Phelps winds up at second with a double. One out with a runner on second. Hinske looking for a pitch he can drive. Line shot to third. Phelps now rounding third. The Blue Jays take the lead, and Hinske has a double. Wells, 0 for 2 so far. Flied out his last at bat. One out with a runner on second. Looking for a good pitch. Hit in the air to right field. Hinske rounds third. One run is in. And Wells is on second with a double. One out, and they've got a man on second. Releases, hit hard on the ground to short. Fires to first, in time. There are 2 outs, runner on second. Wilson steps in. He's running. There's a shot, second base. The throw to first, he got him. After that half inning of play, Toronto leads by 2. And coming up after the game, a very special episode of My Old Man's a Dork. Corey's stinging one-liners and wisecracks go a step too far. This gripping episode will disturb you. Discretion is advised. And here comes the batter to the plate to lead off the inning. Pitch on the way. Sends a blast to center field. Picks it up off the bounce. Jumps it to first, and Minkowitz is on with a single. Hunter, 0 for 2 in this game. Flied out his last at bat. No outs, a man on base. Steps in. And he doesn't bite on that pitch inside. And he's able to hold up on that pitch up out of the strike zone. Good eye. The smash left side. Out at second. Fires to first. Out. And that's 2.
Bada bing boom ba double play there, baby.
And he could have made that one, Jimmy. There are 2 outs. The base is empty.
I don't know, Tim. He was running pretty hard. He looked like a truck with no brakes.
Steps into the batter's box. Koski takes a cold strike. What was the name of that movie with that girl from the Brady Bunch? Clueless? This guy could star in the sequel. Hit hard right side, but right at the second baseman. And that'll do it for this inning. And so at the end of the inning, Toronto leads by 2.
A reminder, sports fans, that the trash and litter collected from this game will be weighed and then paid to Adopt a Pet Foundation. Litter today and build a better tomorrow.
Maybe someday that money will help a cat buy a new litter box. Delivers. And he just got popped in the beezer. Here we go. No outs and a man on.
Number 24, Shannon Stewart.
Stewart digs in. And the runner goes. The play at second, and he is tagged out. Drives one to left field. Jones fields this one on the bounce. Safe at first base. One out, runner at first base. Catalanato stands in. ropes one over the third baseman. And Jones puts it away, throws to first, and the ball is knocked loose. The throw to second, and he popped that ball loose. There are 2 outs. Runner on second. Delgado gets ready. Hits sharply into left field. He makes the grab. And that ends the top half of the inning. After that half inning of play, Toronto leads by 2.
Here we got an email here from someone watching the game. Tim, have you ever spilled a really scalding, hot drink on your lap during a broadcast?
Moore stares down the pitcher. Well, I didn't spill it, Jimmy. You did. Remember that coffee you said that wasn't yours? That was one hot macchiato.
You know, you should watch that swing of his on tape 100 times again and again and again. He'd never do that again.
Moore takes a called strike, 0-2.
He didn't even know that he didn't swing. He's daydreaming or he's somewhere else.
And he looks at the pitch off the plate, and that's the way to work the count. Let the pitcher do the work. Drives that one to center field, and he pulls it down. One out, nobody on base. Cudyer digs in. And he shows a good eye holding up on that pitch. Normally he would have swung at that one, Jimmy, but he's really been developing into a much more patient hitter these days. Sturts. Hammered to deep left field. And he'll make the play. 2 outs, nobody on base. Krasinski stands in. Sturts winds up. Got under that one to left center. Stewart fields it on the bounce. Gums it to first, and Krasinski is on with a single. 2 outs, a man on base. And this guy has quite a formidable arm, doesn't he, Jimmy?
Is that his real arm? It looks kind of fake. Remember that $6 million man? He had fake arms, one fake leg.
Hard ground ball toward the hole. Hinske picks it up. That's going to do it. The Blue Jays come away with the victory. And that's it for us up here in the booth. Tim Kitzrow for Jimmy Short saying arrivederci, bonus nachos, and sayonara.
Tim, what's with all these? You should work at the UN or something, for crying out loud.